People say the British Empire is controversial. I thought it was good, so why?
Really? I thought it was bad. And doesn't controversial means that it's bad? The British Empire has always been bad.
Do you know what the controversial means?
Yeah.
No, controversial means like debatable. Do you get it?
Oh.
Like public disagreement. Like part of the public thinks is really good, but the other part thinks it's bad. So, yeah.
Okay, but anyhow, the British Empire is still a really, really bad thing.
No, I don't see the point of it being controversial because it's clearly good.
It's bad.
What? No.
Yes.
It's good. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not lah.
Such a drag.
You're the drag.
Hey guys, you don't have to fight about this. You know that the British Empire is considered as controversial, but let me tell you something you guys don't know. Observe. What Sophia said was accurate. The meaning of controversial is either public disagreement or debatable. Let's take India for example. The British conquered India in 1858 to 1947.
As I said before, the British had so many benefits to their colony.
Britain brought in better technology. Technology started to rapidly grow from there. Life became so much more easier since then. Furthermore, Britain introduced British-style education. With that, children were taught with a better quality education. This increased the people's knowledge. Different ways of thinking made colonies start to grow.
That's so true. The British also brought in law and order. They proclaimed law and order to enforce safetiness and end the tyranny.
New sports such as cricket was also another culture the British added in. People were taught that there was more to life than just work. Bringing in different sports increased the health and fitness of the country. Some even made sports a career in their lives.
Not only that, but locals also joined the British Army voluntarily. These army men were treated very fairly and they were rewarded with a reassurance that their families would be taken care of and many other things. They were highly respected not only by the citizens of their country but also by other British men.
Transportation that had been brought in by the British transformed the colonies of the empire in many ways. It increased the business activity and allowed businesses to flourish in areas that previously would have been impossible to make a living in. It allowed locals to move practically to a destination.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Let me continue.
Along with the good things, there were also the bad things. The British had many disadvantages. For example, citizens that were poor were often taken advantage of by the British. They were bullied physically, and some of their rights were taken away by the policemen just because they were vulnerable and just because they could. Disrespect was also one of the bad effects that the British brought to their colonies. The British did not treat the people of their colonies properly. They were very disrespectful to them in many ways, such as in ethnics and culture. This caused a great friction and hate between them. They were terrible. The British made a lot of their colonies starve. Starvation played a major part in the colonies. The British took the citizens' food and source of income. Yet, they still insisted on the people to pay tax and rent. They were left with nothing. Fourthly, as some citizens tried to fight for life, for example by stealing crops that they grew for food, the British killed them like practice targets. Millions and millions of people died a terrible and cruel death. Other than that, today many countries are still living in poverty and corruption. The British Empire left the colonies broke and the natives were untrained to continue the job. They exploited all the resources and left the colonies bare of what could help them survive. Last but not least, a system of racial segregation was enforced by the British government, and the rights of the nation's black majority were curtailed. As seen in the picture, there were separate water fountains for the black and white tone. It wasn't just separation, but there was also inequality. The whites have a better quality water fountain, however, the blacks didn't.
Oh, now I get it. Thank you.